It's a hockey night in Wichita Falls, everyone. The Wildcats will have their first Wednesday night home game of the season tonight on $5 ticket night. We hope you're as excited as we are, and I suppose now is a good time to bring you Wildcats Wednesday, presented by Armored Roofing. I'm Alex Von Coitel, the voice of your Wildcats, and joining me here this morning is Wildcats assistant coach Josh Nelson. Coach, thanks as always.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So, Coach, 4 straight victories now after 4 straight defeats. The Wildcats seem to be right back on track, and they are just loving playing in front of their home crowd, aren't they?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's always nice to be home, especially this kind of last stretch of the season here.
And that's right. They are 19-3-1 at home this season. They've got the best home record in the North American Hockey League, currently on a 9-game winning streak at the KYC as well, which is also currently the longest in the NAHL. Coach, what have been some of the remedies, aside from playing in front of the home crowd, that have helped the Wildcats bounce back onto that winning trail since losing a few on the road at the start of last month?
I think, for us, I think the offense can come naturally, great skating, and we can be a transition team somewhat. But I think the focus area lately has been on in the defensive end, kind of cleaning up that area, not only coming off losses, but kind of preparing for playoffs and just kind of that more defensive style part of the season. So it's been good timing with everything, and hopefully we can keep things rolling.
Mm-hmm. And there were a few very impressive performances last weekend, one of which belonged to former Amarillo Bull turned Wildcat Trent Dillinger. Bit of an emotional series for him. Of course, he has just played in his first series against his former team that he had played with for a season and a half in Amarillo. He scored a goal against them. Talk about some of the things that Trent has brought to the Wildcats since being traded here a little over a month ago.
Oh, he's a great kid, and we'd start there. Personality-wise, he's exactly the type of player on and off the ice that you want in your locker room. He's an older kid. We're a young team that I think helps along the way here, especially the last part of the season. He was a leader with Amarillo, obviously being a captain, and he's bringing a lot of those traits with him here. So it's been very beneficial for our guys, as well as obviously translating on the ice for him. It's been fun to see.
And on the ice, it's also been fun to see the Wildcats, who have looked good the past month, especially wearing those cancer awareness jerseys. The Wildcats went undefeated in those jerseys. They wore all throughout the month of February. They won all 4 games in those. And, of course, those jerseys all sold last Saturday night at a silent auction, with some of the proceeds going to the American Cancer Society. So a tremendous 4 games were played in those jerseys for an even more tremendous cause. Coach, the Amarillo Bulls, they're back in town tonight. You've found a recipe for success against them. You've won 8 straight against that team, but the games have been close. Just about all of those wins were pretty closely fought. This is a Bulls team with a never-say-die attitude that is out of a playoff spot with nothing to lose at this point. What can we expect to see tonight?
I think you hit it on the head there. Probably another tight one. They've made a couple roster changes, and I think they've really brought a lot of energy and kind of proven their worth. So I think collectively as a team, they've just been harder to play against, maybe a little bit faster as well. Tough goalie in net, so it's always going to be close when you have those.
Yeah, well, they absolutely do have a very strong goaltender, one of the best in the entire North American Hockey League, who will not be back on their team next season. So they're going to get the most they can out of him in these remaining 10 games or so that they have left. And, Coach, I'm sure it can't hurt to play against a team that never quits. Despite their spot in the standings, they're virtually out of contention for a playoff spot, but they still fight hard. Anytime the Wildcats have gone up a goal or 2 against them, they just never go away, and that's got to be beneficial to the guys, preparing them sort of for a postseason matchup in which, hey, the other team is never really going to give up.
Yeah, that's the beauty of hockey. You have some great characteristics with coaches in this league, kids. It all trickles down, so it comes down to kind of that willpower and playing for pride. So absolutely, it's always going to be a tight game.
All right, Coach. Well, we really appreciate your time. Go out there and get them tonight. We know you won't disappoint.
Will do. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. That is Wildcats assistant coach Josh Nelson, and I'm Alex Von Coitel, bringing you this week's edition of Wildcats Wednesday, presented by Armored Roofing. The Wildcats host the Amarillo Bulls tonight. Puck drops at 7:05 p.m. Central Time at the K. Yeager Coliseum right here in Wichita Falls. All tickets to the game are just $5. We've had a great crowd every time we've had that promotion, so we're hoping to keep it going here tonight. To purchase tickets to the game, stop by or call the KYC box office at 716-5555. 5555. That's 716-5555. Hope to see you there. If you can't make it, as always, you can watch our broadcast on fasthockey.com, and you can listen to it on YouTube. Till next time, so long, everyone.